Guys, a very good afternoon here from Kirkwall Airport in the Orkney Islands in northern Scotland. The main airline operating here at Kirkwall Airport is obviously Loganair. Loganair also operates the inter-island services in the Orkney Islands, and that's what we're going to do today. We're going to take Loganair on one of their Britten-Norman Islanders from here in Kirkwall Airport to the island of Papa Westray. Now, I know what the geeks of you may be thinking, but no, I will not do the shortest scheduled commercial flight in the world today. We're going to do that tomorrow. Today is just a flight to Papa Westray. I'm going to stay there for a night. Weather is looking Scottish. It's not bad actually. There's no fog. There is light rain, little bit of wind, but all in all for the Orkney Islands this is actually quite nice weather. I'm gonna hang out here for a bit and then I'll come back to you when we get closer to departure. Here in the gate area for the Loganair inter-island air service. Aircraft is parked outside. It just came in like half an hour ago from somewhere and now it's going to North Ronaldsay and then back here and then back to North Ronaldsay to go to Papa Westray. I don't really get their schedule if I'm honest. And there was only one single passenger boarding just now from here in Kirkwall to North Ronaldsay. So right now there's one passenger on this aircraft. Yeah, this aircraft, Golf Bravo Lima Delta Victor, the Britten-Norman Islander, is roughly 40 years old and is leaving right now. Golf Bravo Lima Delta Victor was actually flying in Germany first. After it was built, it was delivered to an airline in northwestern Germany. But yeah, that was back in the 80s, early 90s, and since the mid-90s it has been flying here in the UK. It is just after 3 p.m. now. Flight's gonna leave at 4 p.m. so I would say let me try to check in. I want to drop my backpack because it's quite heavy and I think it doesn't fit into the aircraft, so let's do that and then I'll get back to you later.
Papa Westray.
Yeah, welcome to the island of Papa Westray. What an amazing 2 flights over here. Like, these inter-island flights are really for the local community, so everyone kind of knows each other, and the pilot immediately recognized that I'm the only one who has never been here before. And the Britten-Norman Islander is a fantastic aircraft. Even though this one is like roughly 40 years old, it's still going strong. I was especially fascinated by how quick the engine start and stop is. The engine start takes like 2 seconds or 5 seconds maybe. They fire up the engine at the stand and then they can like taxi within 10 seconds maybe. It's amazing. And the same on arrival. Actually, the engines were already turned off when we were coming to a standstill. Anyway, let's get checked in to the hostel, the only place to stay on Papa Westray, I think. Needless to say, there's not much traffic on Papa Westray. I have seen like 1 or 2 cars and 1 bicycle. Anyway, we're coming up to the hostel, I think. I think it's down there. Let's see if they remember my email. Okay. Some information. Oh, they have a bus service. I didn't know they have a bus service. That's interesting. I have to go to the ferry. There is no one here. Oh, okay. They have my name on there and I'm the only one on that board. But they have the Wi-Fi password as well. I think I can go to room 4 and then I'm supposed to pay for accommodation at the shop. And they provide some information about water as well. So you can't use the tap water directly, or at least you shouldn't, but you have to like boil it first. Let's see. Oh, there's the like the dining room. There's actually gonna be a pub night tonight, or at least there's supposed to be. Like once a week on Saturday night, this hostel hosts a pub night, and I think then there's gonna be a lot of people here. It actually looks great here. I mean, it looks very clean. Community kitchen. So I guess if you have something to cook, like if you have some groceries, then you can prepare them here. That's very nice. And yeah, there's like a bigger kitchen here as well, and some bottles of water. Am I allowed to use them? I don't know. And again, both kitchens look really nice and very clean. I don't even want to touch anything because it's so clean. Anyway, let's continue. Look at that TV area. That is amazing. That looks so comfortable. I think I'm gonna sit here tonight. And it's like very bright. You can look outside, watch the sunset. It's very warm too, by the way. I have the heating on here. Okay. Oh, that's number 3. And there's number 4 with the key. Okay. Yeah, that will do. It's very nice, very cozy. And we have lights. We have lights. Nice. And, oh, okay. I do have my own bathroom, including a shower. Cool. So I don't have to use the community shower. Yeah, and the room also looks very, very clean, very tidy. Let's go for a walk, shall we? Because I kind of want to catch the sunset, although it's very cloudy, so maybe there's no chance to see the sun anymore. In any case, it's nice to walk around a bit. By the way, incredibly, I do have 4G network up here. Didn't expect that at all. I had 4G in Kirkwall, but I didn't actually expect to have it here on Papa Westray. And the Wi-Fi in the hostel is also quite good, but it only works in the community area, so not on the room. We're coming up to the main road here on Papa Westray. To the right you have the airport, and oh, there's a sign to the shop and the hostel. And we're gonna go to the left, have a look at the seaside down there. That's a nice little pond here. Actually, that was interesting. The runway has a significant slope at the end. Like after we landed, we turned back and then you could see like literally a hill in the runway. So we had to go uphill to go to the apron. I mean, every runway has a slope, but you don't see it often quite as clearly as here. This island is actually very good for bird watching. So if you know a bit about birds, I guess you can observe some of them here. Oh look, it's the fire station. Papa Westray Community Fire Station. And I guess that's their training vehicle. Why is it turned upside down? So about the fire station, actually earlier at the airport, like the airport has its own fire station, and the ground handling people, like the ones loading and unloading the luggage, were actually also the firemen, and they were doing like everything at the same time, sort of. To be fair, it's a small airport, so it's not a full-time job to be a fireman here at the airport. All right, I would say let's head back because it is 7 minutes to 6 p.m. and the shop is only open for 1 hour today on Saturdays, and I don't want to miss that. And we cannot see the sunset anyway. So let's head back. So I just came back from the shop. I paid for my room. It cost me 45 British pounds for the night. And I also bought some groceries. And I think I have way too much now. I mean, look at that. This is the stuff I bought in Kirkwall. And this is what I bought here in Papa Westray. Got some cheese here, some pesto, because they do have some free leftover pasta in the cupboard. Tonight there is the pub night in the hostel where I'm gonna stop by. Other than that, I will see you tomorrow. Good night. Good morning here from Papa Westray, or Pape as the locals tend to call it. It's a beautiful morning. Look at that red sunrise. It more than makes up for the missed sunset yesterday. Yeah, there are a few rabbits running around, but other than that, it's pretty quiet, except that it's windy again, as I suppose every day here. Yeah, so what are we doing today? I'm gonna explore the island a little bit. Hopefully it's not gonna rain. Looks okay, I would say, but you know, the weather can change here in an instant. Anyway, let's have some breakfast and then I will catch you later. Right, let's go for a walk. My plan is to walk around the northern part of the island, and then maybe if there is time later we can go to the south as well. This is the shop here, and this is actually the local gas station. Let's see what the prices are like. It is 165 pence per liter or 162. Don't know. Well, it's interesting. That's the local gas station here. Yeah, it's not that windy actually. There's a bit of a breeze, although when you look at the wheels over there, maybe it's a bit windy a few meters up. And they have a football pitch here as well. And what's that? Parish Center and Surgery. So that seems to be like the local hospital and the community school, presumably closed on Sundays. Yeah, one of the guys at the pub night yesterday actually mentioned they have like a small football team, and there is supposedly like a sports hall which they use for like indoor football, but I guess in summer they use the outside pitch. And here's the post office. They actually have their own like postal car, and they have a post box. Yeah, but coming back to the pub night yesterday, the people here are really friendly, really open, very welcoming, very nice atmosphere on this island. Wow, look at the colors of this beach. It's amazing. White sand beach makes you feel like you're somewhere in the Caribbean, and then the fresh breeze reminds you that you're not. And oh my god, I just realized now there's a seal. There's a seal just like 10 meters off the beach. That is so exciting. I think it may be trying to find a spot to go onto the beach, and it may be a little bit afraid of me because it appears to be very cautious. Yeah, I don't think it wants to come ashore, at least not as long as I'm standing there. So let's continue. The aircraft, the morning flight is here, the morning rotation from Kirkwall, but I'm on the afternoon flight because the morning flight out of Papa Westray, at least on Sundays, doesn't get you the experience of the 2-minute flight. So I have to do that in the afternoon. Anyway, I like exploring, and oh wow, there are 2 more seals. Do you see that? There are actually a lot of seals. There's also one over there, but they stay like 10 meters off the beach and they don't really come any closer. There's 3 of them right here. Yeah, the seals don't really have any natural enemies here on land. In the sea they might, but on land, no. Like, I haven't seen any dogs on this island actually. This seal is a bit more adventurous. It's like 5 meters offshore and heading towards the beach, or not, don't know. Yeah, I don't think they're actually looking to go onto the beach, but they just want to stay in the shallow waters here. So I figured I can just walk directly on the beach, which is pretty nice. It's a really nice beach. I've read that in summer people even go swimming around Papa Westray. And some more seals out there. I didn't know there was so many seals around these islands. Made it off the beach and up this hill, and there are 2 horses. Okay, we've seen cows, sheep, seals, rabbits, birds, and now horses. Right, let's follow that road all the way back to the middle of the island. And we're coming back along the airport. This is the runway end. In the background you see the runway threshold for runway 21. And then this up front here is the start of another runway, because Papa Westray actually has 3 runways. There's the main one, 0, 3 and 21. But then there are 2 like shorter ones, actually mostly grass runways, but they are like official runways and you can like use them if the wind doesn't allow for the main runway. And apparently they have a 90% operational stability, so they don't actually cancel that many flights. The main reason they would cancel flights is because of fog, but yeah, today there is no fog at all, but I guess in autumn it's like fog season. And then there is wind, as you can see up there. Kind of a crosswind today, but I've been told they can fly in like really rough wind conditions. So wind is nothing that really puts them off. It's more like fog. And here's the terminal building and the fire station over there, and it's pretty much deserted whenever there's no flight. And you have to check in at least 10 minutes before departure. That's very generous. 10 minutes is like the flight time from Kirkwall. It's a bit more than that. And they list all the activities that you can do here on Papa Westray. Landscape, birds, plants, archaeology and some other activities. They don't mention seal watching. Maybe I just discovered that for myself. They should put that on the board, seal watching. Anyway, let's continue. And this is the 3rd grass runway. As you can see, it has all the official edge markings, and there are some like wall paintings here indicating that this is like the final approach to the runway, and you probably shouldn't be standing here, but anyway, there's no aircraft. Yeah, given the crosswind today, it might actually be an idea to use this one, because it's like more aligned with the wind. And there on the other side, you can see the island of Westray with its airport, which is like right over there. It's like 2.5 kilometers away from here, less than 2 miles, and it's gonna be a really fun flight. I think given the wind, they cannot actually land towards the west today, so we might have to circle around in Westray to land towards the east, which means that it will probably not be a 2-minute flight, but a little bit more. But let's see how it goes. And now we are here all the way in the south of Papa Westray. Out in the distance behind the sheep you see the ferry pier. You can actually take a ferry from here to Westray. It takes about 20 minutes, or you can take a 2-minute flight. I'm not entirely sure, but I think the reason this flight exists is not because of people traveling between these two islands here, but because Loganair simply decided to combine flights to and from Kirkwall to these islands. And it definitely makes sense to take a flight to Kirkwall because I think the ferry to Kirkwall takes a couple of hours. All right, let's leave the sheep behind because I want to prepare some lunch in the hostel before I have to go to the airport. So let's go back there. Yeah, lunch finished and now it's time to go to the airport. I really had an enjoyable stay here at the hostel. It was probably the most comfortable bed I've ever had in the UK. Weather is looking good. There are a few more clouds than earlier, but the visibility is great. You can see Westray on the other side, and there we are. I'm probably way too early because it is still 40 minutes to departure, 45. But let's see. It's closed and I'm the only one here. It's an outdoor waiting area.
That's you taking as well. See how we could see that we can.
Absolutely,
But
yeah.
I'm not sure that I really got the good of the story.
I was about the same.
Probably need to see it again.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah.
I know. Thank you.
No problem.
And welcome back to Kirkwall Airport. Rainy Kirkwall, I have to say. Approach into Kirkwall was quite nice. We passed directly by the city. Yeah, maybe while I'm waiting here for the bus, which should come in about 26 minutes. Bus number 4 takes you directly to Kirkwall Centre. Maybe word about the price of these flights, the ticket fares. I booked this round trip as an excursion fare. That means I paid 21 British pounds for the return flight. The thing about this fare is you have to spend at least one night on your destination island, in this case Papa Westray. You can also buy one-way tickets at I think 18 British pounds, and then there are like island saver fares if you go from the islands to Kirkwall and back. Like, that's a return flight, so that's more geared towards the locals. Right, the bus is coming in 18 minutes. They seem to be mostly on time, and you can pay with your phone, wallet, and it costs £1.80 for the one way to Kirkwall. So let's hope the bus is on time and I get to go to my hotel.
Next stop, Kirkwall, Travel Centre, where this service terminates. Thank you for travelling with Stagecoach.
Welcome to the Kirkwall Hotel. And wow, I have to say, this room is outstanding. I mean, this is the most comfort I've had on this entire trip. You have like a separate bedroom area here, and you have like free water here, and even some free crumbles and stuff, like cookies. Let's look at the bathroom here. Wow, that is really, really nice. Look at a huge rain shower here. Wow, incredible. That is so much comfort. Yeah, but I'm almost at the end of my trip. I will fly to Glasgow tomorrow. That's it from the Orkney Islands. I hope you liked it. If you did, give it a thumbs up or leave a comment. Don't forget to subscribe. I will see you then. Enjoy your travels.